for that tax credit. But yeah, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, this next topic, we are going to talk about the Tesla referral program. It is back. It actually came back late last year, but it looks like Tesla has added a huge couple different features to that program. We'll talk about the exact how it actually works and what things you can buy from Tesla to actually count as referral credit. But if you're new here, my name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the bestie on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. So this was an article from drivetesla.canada. It looks like Tesla now allows you to buy full self-driving capability, enhanced autopilot, and acceleration boost with referral credits. Looks like this article was posted today, and this is actually pretty huge. I mean, maybe, of course, 240,000 credits might be a lot, but some of this other stuff might be more reasonably priced if you can do a lot of referrals. Of course, the bad thing with this at the current state of the referral program is the referral program only allows solar purchase referrals, not vehicle referrals yet. Not like how they used to open it up where you could refer a ton of people to buy a Tesla and get credit and points for each and every one. So, I mean, this is good news because hopefully, in the future, they will open that up. I can imagine if sales, get a little shaky and not as aggressive, or maybe the discounts don't seem to be working to get more units for Tesla. Tesla's going to pull out all the stops, all the tricks in the bags that we've seen them do in the past. And of course, with bringing the referral credit program back in full with vehicle referrals, I can easily see them doing this. But really cool that you can be able to purchase, a $15,000 package, the full self-driving package, or even some of the other ones with referral credits. So I'm excited to see this come back into the loop if it can actually work really well or not. But you can see right here, full self-driving sets you back 240,000 credits, meaning at the current state, 40 Tesla solar purchases. Acceleration boost is 40,000 credits, 7 referrals, and on and on and on. If you don't know where to go in your Tesla, if you just bought the Tesla and you want to make some referrals, or I guess Tesla solar referrals, and you don't know where to go, you can actually go into your app, go to the corner profile, the top right corner, hit the profile, you will see your name, your vehicle, and all that stuff, and then just go to Lootbox. Go to Lootbox right there, and that's where you'll get your referral link. You'll be able to see how many credits you have, and then you can share your referral link with anybody else out there to hopefully sell and get them to get some solar. Because if you're in California, solar seems to be changing as well with NEM 2 or NEM 3.0. I have no idea how it actually works, but it might be a good time to try and lock in and sign up to get your name in the queue to get on that solar bug. But hopefully Tesla brings this back with vehicle referrals. I can easily see them doing that pretty soon, maybe in the next month or two, or maybe by summer, and that would be amazing because we can get some swag or even full self-driving for 15 or 240,000 points at the end of the day. So we'll jump into some of the comments and the questions. But this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description. If you want to support the channel, you can check it out down below. But let's jump into some of the questions. John Macon, I'm literally sick because I took delivery on December 15th and I'm under about $20,000. Terrible. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a tough situation, especially with purchasing those, these vehicles, and Tesla just pulled the pricing and dropped, $13,000 to $20,000 in some vehicles. So it is kind of scary that a manufacturer can do that. So this is that screenshot we were talking about earlier about how recent price changes, basically Tesla responded to that and said they're basically not going to offer any sort of retroactive price at all, which is unfortunate. But that's why I do feel like Tesla should offer, full self-driving or 10,000 supercharger miles or something to try, and it's a PR thing. It makes Tesla look good, and also gets owners excited about the cars as well. When are you getting your Model X? Good question. Good question. Thanks for asking, Yang. Maybe soon. Maybe we'll be shown soon. Big Daddy Apple. I just placed an order for a long range, but kind of want to swap to performance. Do you think it's worth it? Are we talking Model 3 performance or Model Y performance? Model 3 performance, yeah. If you can swing the payment, if you like performance speed cars, it's it's what, $4,000 more than the other price. Let's see. Let's take a look. Model 3 performance is $53,990. Yeah, and then Model 3 long range is $49,000. So yeah, $4,000 more. That's a good question, because is it $4,000 more car? That's debatable. It's maybe like $2,000 to $3,000 more, but I guess then what is another $1,000 at that point? But I do like it. I do like the performance. Maybe if it was a base one, because I don't want to pay anything more. Well, you can't pay anything more than $55,000, because that's where the tax credit kind of just pulls out after that. Alexis, where are my sub Model 3s? Haven't seen them yet. I bet, you know what, Alexis? We're going to do that on our used car stream in a week. We're going to find you some good options. Not some salvage Model 3s or anything like that, for sure. Matt Clark, I'm trying to find your video on financing. What is it titled? I think it's just titled, like, just put in my name, my username, and then just type in Tesla financing. You should be able to find it. That's for sure. And I made it pretty recently as well, a couple months ago. So it's still, a lot of the information in there is still good at the end of the day. But if you are looking for one-on-one support help, you can certainly check out my Patreon link down below in the description. After you join, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources and all the credit unions that I recommend and refer. If you don't want to go, if you're too lazy to go looking for the video, check out my Patreon down below in the description. And I do respond to all Patreon DMs for any questions that you have. If you're confused or what you want to do or what direction you want to go, I respond to all DMs to my Patreon members as well. So definitely some good stuff, that's for sure. Let's see. No, I'm just wondering where those cars at. Alexis, Tesla Model 3 got down to 30K for a hot minute, then shot back to 35K. Haven't done much since. Yeah, it should go. Used Tesla should be dropping later maybe Thursday. Today's Thursday or Friday. Give it another week, I would say, because the new side, this just happened, not even a full week at this point. I think we just hit that 1 week mark, and so we have to give it time for the market to reflect. Zachary Logan, do you suggest buyers finance or pay with cash? Finance if you can get a good rate, like under, sub 3s, under 2, under 3, of course, but if at the same time, if the cash is just burning a hole in your pocket and you don't want to invest it, or you don't want to put it in a savings account, you can get 3.8%, then yeah, I guess you could too. It doesn't, really no difference at this point. Alexis, dealers are 32 to 33K here. Haven't seen any private sales before 30K either. So just wondering. Yeah, it seems like there's gotta be used Teslas in the low 30s at this point. But who knows? I want a black with white interior Model Y long range, waiting for that to dip below 55K. You think that will happen? Let's see. I think because the black interior is 1,500, right? And then the white interior is 1,000. Ooh, yeah. So I don't think so. Unless Tesla decides to address this problem with all these vehicles that are kind of stuck in inventory above 55K, I could see them easily adjusting the MSRP another couple, 1 to 2,000, because that would then clear all those vehicles, because all those vehicles would then qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. And that's my question. I guess that's a good poll question as well. Would you buy a Model Y long range today if they discounted it another $1,000 to $2,000? Yes or no? Maybe so. That might be tomorrow's question on the YouTube poll. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, every day I basically throw out a poll onto the channel. I put it here on the community page. You probably might see it in your feed. And you see that today's one was, what do you do to your Tesla? And then I put like tint, ceramic, paint protection, all the above. And so I try and do, interesting stuff that I want to see. What's the temperature